What's up, guys? So basically, to do 99-202 turn signal powerful mirrors, you're gonna need the mirrors off of an Escalade 99-202. And it's going to have 2 plugs instead of 1. And then you're gonna need this button too with the harness. Make sure when you get the mirrors, you get the harness too, so you can wire it in your truck. And then, well, these I already labeled them. I'll explain to you guys right now. So the teal and the yellow wire, those are going to be your powerfold. I'm just going to show you guys. And then also, like, if you guys get them at a junkyard or part out, just test them out first that they work, because sometimes these one side tends to not work. Watch. And then reverse it and then they fold out. And then the passenger side, the same color wires. I labeled these to make it easier for whoever buys them. Powerful. And these two, the same thing. It's the same color. An opposite to fold them out. Let me see how to fix this. Yeah, everything works. Then on the button, it's going to be the same color. It's going to be the yellow and the teal. It's the bottom two. Like on this one, I labeled it, but the yellow, it turned out brown, but it's the bottom 2 wires for the power folding. And then the turn signal, I'm gonna take the mirror apart to show you guys how I did it, but turn signal works too. And driver's side works too, just that I did it different colors. Put in the frame, I guess. And then the puddle lights too. Let me see. It's gonna be the black one. And it should just be these two. Oh no, it's gonna be this one and this black one. I also have the diagram too. I'll show you guys the diagram right now in a little bit. Cause I mean, at least these are the colors for mine, but I don't know if they're the same colors in other years. Like there's a puddle light, and then for the passenger side. For the passenger side, the turn signal and the puddle light share the same black to the ground. And then it's also the same color as the driver's side for the power. So yeah. And then to pry off the mirrors, it has these little tabs. Just be careful and like trying to kind of show you guys. Pry them out with the flathead, and then take off the mirror. And look, to do the turn signal, you're gonna have the turn signal wire on the mirror. The black, which is the ground, and the red, which is the power. And what I did, I took an OEM plug. I took an OEM plug from a 03 to 06 truck, That way, like if the mirror ever breaks or anything, I could just unplug it. And I soldered these wires together and put heat shrink. Black is ground, red is power. And then I took, honestly, I don't know what this is for the 99-202 Escalade. I'm assuming it's probably the auto dim. And then it's the same thing. The pink is going to be power, and the gray is the ground. And if you pay attention, these colors are the same colors I'm using for the turn signal. This one is power and this one is ground. And then I was able to retain the heated mirror on this one. So yeah, that's how I do this. And then to put on the mirror, just tuck everything back in, and then what I like to do, I like to set it on there. And with the rag, just apply even pressure so it clips on. And then for the passenger side too, what I like to do, I like to push it down. And then if you pry it, it's kind of hard to get it with the camera. But if you pry it a little bit, it's those same clips, and you just pop them out little by little. Just be careful so you don't crack the mirror. There's other videos on YouTube showing you how to take off the glass. And then on the passenger side, I cut off the heated because that was the only option to do, which is going to be the orange and the black. And then the same thing, I took a plug from the 03 to 06 truck with the turn signal. That way I could unplug it if this mirror ever breaks for whatever reason. And then on this one, well, this is at least the color that was on the truck. Maybe different for other trucks, but it was a black one with the white line, and then the black one that's ground. And then the heated wires is going to be the orange, and it goes to a blue with the white line. Just plug it in, and then since we use the heated as a turn signal, it's going to be this color, the same color as right here. It's going to be the orange power and the black ground, which are the same ones right here. And the same thing, when you put back the mirror, make sure you tuck all the wires first and set the mirror on there, and then apply even pressure. And yeah, that's pretty much how to do the turn signal, power folding, and the photo lights, and then all this other bunch of colors. If you have power windows, then you could splice these into your existing harness on 99-202. That way you could still adjust the mirror. But I mean, I had a work truck, so I don't have this option. I don't really care. And then it's gonna be these colors if you want to pause it. And then for the passenger side, same thing. Turn signal, power fold, and then photo light. This is the power, and then it shares the ground with the turn signal. And then this bunch right here. Oh, I'm gonna tape that. I didn't tape them together. But this bunch right here, if you want to pause it again, on the passenger side, so you could adjust the mirror. You could splice these into your existing harness to adjust it. And then let me explain the button. This one, you're gonna put it together with this one, which is your power. And this gray button, it basically illuminates the lights. And then this one, you're gonna ground it. And these two, like I said, these are your power folding. I'll show you guys right now. You're gonna have to take your yellow one from each side and put these together. And then you're gonna take your yellow one from the passenger side and put it together. This is just a demonstration, but I did it with like a 3-way spade connector. So this is how it's gonna look in your truck. Well, obviously more cleaned up, right? But you're gonna take each yellow from each mirror and splice it together with the button yellow. And then it's gonna be the same thing for the teal. For the power folding, you're gonna take your teal from each side and from the button, and you're gonna put it together. And there, boom, you have your power fold, the yellow and the teal. And then this one, you're gonna ground it on the side of your dash, and this one, you're gonna give it power on the side of your dash. And like I said, these two, they go together. And then you ground this one. So that's how basically it's gonna look on the side of your dash. I'll show you guys right now how I have it on my truck. Well, and then I forgot to tell you guys about the turn signal wires. You could either run them to your BCM, which honestly I didn't want to mess with any of that stuff, so I just ran it all the way to my headlights. And if you guys want to run into your headlights, I'll show you guys that too. Yeah, I don't want to mess with any of that, and then something goes wrong in my truck. So like I said, this button, I powered it from right here. It's kind of a mess. I never really cleaned it up, but I ran the wires from this mirror. I'll show you guys that too. It's kind of a mess right here too. Kind of a Mickey Mouse, but so look, these are my power fold right here. So I ran these with wire, and you could write them whatever color. Run them through the door, through here, through this boot, up into here. And then the black and the orange, those are my turn signal. And those I ran them same thing through here, through this right here. I stuck them out to the side. I don't know why I didn't wrap them, but I ran them to the front of the fender. And then for the button, I got one of these at your parts store, O'Reilly's, and then ran it to right here to get the power. And then the black one, I grounded it to this existing thing right here. And then I want to say these are the power fold wires that I ran from right here to the door, through right here to the button. And then on the passenger side, it's basically the same thing, the same color wires. These two colors are the power fold, and then these two are the turn signal. And then, well, I cut these off right here because, like I said, I had a work truck, so I didn't really care about the other stuff. And then I ran them through here. Obviously, take off your door panel, run the wires, run them through here. I ran the turn signal ones out through there, and I ran the power folding ones through here. And then I bought like that plastic loom type stuff so it wouldn't look all messy in my dash, and I ran it all the way through the top to the button. And so yeah, look, you run everything through here. You see how these are coming from that side, and then these are coming from this mirror. You can't really see it because I taped it up, but I did a 3-way freaking thing. I should have done it better, but honestly at the time I doing it, I was just like kind of over it because I was still learning. But I'm probably gonna clean all of this up. But yeah, look. And then, well, like I said, this black one, you're gonna ground it right here, and then just buy one of these things so you could add a fuse and run a wire to it, to this orange one. And then I was eyeing about this gray one. I thought I had powered it to right there, but I remembered since I still wanted to keep like to adjust the lights, instead of running it through there, I spliced it into my fog light button, which is the same color. So into this little loom of wires that goes to this, just look for the same color and splice it into there. That way you could still control the brightness to it. You can't really tell because there's a lot of light out. So let me see if I could try and get it. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see it. You can see it on my cluster, but you can't really see it on here. And yeah, that's basically the rundown. And then just snap it back in there. And it's not that hard, to be honest. It's just a little time consuming because I took off the dash to run the wires. But yeah. And then the turn signal too. Both sides. Oh, you can't really see it because of my tint, but both work. Honestly, it's pretty cool. It makes like a big difference. Then, like I said, since mine was a work truck, the previous owner had already done the power windows, but they did them like the Chinese aftermarket stuff. I'll probably make a video on how to do OEM, maybe in a few months, because it's a lot of work to do the OEM. So yeah, I don't have the adjusting, but if you were to have the adjusting, you could splice in like the other colors into your existing harness to still adjust the mirrors. And then the puddle light, if you have full power doors, you could probably splice it into your harness. If not, you could splice it to that courtesy light. And yeah, I don't mind my engine bay. It's fucking dirty, but yeah, look, I ran the freaking wires using one of these, and I ran them to, I want to say this one, and then on the other side the same thing. I ran, like, you could see how I ran it right there. I ran it to here. Oh yeah, look, it is that middle one. It's Mickey Mouse too. Honestly, I need to clean it up. I ran it to this one, and yeah, everything works. Probably gonna get these color matched. And with the puddle light. Then yeah, on my truck, I got my cluster done, and then I put like little upgrades or whatever you want to call it. Like these knobs are off the Escalade, and then the shifter too, and then those knobs too, and then the handles off of Denali. And then for my AC vents, I put these little tabs, kind of like the Platinum. On my other truck, I actually have the OEM Platinum vents. Then yeah, if you guys are interested in these mirrors with the turn signal for 9902 with the button, I'll leave my Instagram in the description and just send me a DM. I could ship anywhere if you're interested in these. So yeah, and that's basically how you do it. If you have any other questions, just hit me up on my Instagram too. It's at Mario_MBS, and then I'll answer any questions you guys have about these trucks. Well, not all of them, but most of them.